It's the magic of math here, and today we're talking congruent triangles, where we understand what it means about their sides and their angles if they're congruent. Here's our question. Triangle UVW is congruent to triangle XYZ. We're asked which of the following must be true, and we're going to select the 3 correct answers from these 5 answer choices. Here's where you pause the video, you make your 3 selections, and then come back to see mine. Good luck. Welcome back. So again, we're identifying 3 correct answers from these answer choices. We're given the information that we have triangle UVW. UVW. So you could label these vertices any order you want, is where you have to do it in this order, but you could start anywhere you wanted. So I could have put U here, VW. So you're just going to go in a clockwise direction, UVW. So wherever U is, if you go in order, it says UVW. That order matters. Now we know that it's congruent, meaning the same size and shape to triangle XYZ. Understanding that when I draw these images to help support me identifying the 3 correct answers, wherever I started for U, that corresponding vertex needs to be the starting of that name, XYZ. Just like you have a first name and a last name, figures, geometric figures, have a triangle has a first, a middle, and a last letter to their name, XYZ, and that order does matter. All right, let's look at our first answer choice. Understanding first that congruent triangles have corresponding sides that are equal in length and corresponding angles that are equal in measure. So anything that corresponds from one shape to the other are going to be congruent or equal, have the same size. So our first thing that they're asking us about to see if it's true is segment UV or side UV, which is right here, side UV, is congruent to side XY. XY. So we can see that those are corresponding sides. They are in the same location of each triangle. So this would be a correct statement. Those are definitely congruent. Let's look at B. B is saying that segment VW is congruent to segment or side XZ. Let's check that out. VW, VW, then XZ. Here's XZ. Well, we can see that those are not corresponding sides and are not congruent, so we're going to rule out answer choice B. Let's look at answer choice C. Now we're going to angles. Angle V, which is right here, angle V, and angle Y. And here's angle Y. Those are corresponding. They are in the same location of both figures, and they are congruent because we know the triangles are congruent. So this is correct. This is a true statement. Let's look at D. Angle U, right here, angle U, is congruent to angle X. Let's check that out. Here's angle X. Indeed, those are in the same location in each triangle, so they are congruent. So it looks like answer choice E will be incorrect, but I always like to double check. So let's look at angle W, and here is angle W right here in this triangle, angle W. And then we have angle X, which is over here. Those are not in corresponding locations, and therefore they are not congruent. So we can eliminate answer choice E. So again, we may have an equilateral triangle, but that is not always true, right? So we have to assume what must be true at all times. So if we don't know the measures of the sides or the angles, meaning we don't know if it's an equilateral triangle, then we're dealing with this must. All right, I want to show you a second way to also look at this if you didn't want to draw a triangle. Just the way the names of the figures are written can help us. So we have triangle UVW and triangle XYZ, and we're told here that they are congruent. Knowing that congruent triangles have corresponding sides that are equal in length and corresponding angles are equal in measure. So let's go back through this. When we look at UV being congruent to XY, here's UV, they're next to each other. then XY is in the same location of the name. So those are corresponding, and you can say that that is true. Then we're going to look at B, where it was VW, right? And so we go to the name, here's VW, then XZ. So those are not the same. They're in different locations. They do not match up. So that is incorrect. Now we're going to look at angles. So we can see that angle V, and then we want to see if it's in the same location for angle Y in the name, and we can see that they're both in the middle, so therefore, yes, they are congruent. And looking at D, we have angle U, and then we have angle X. U and X are both the first letter, therefore they're in corresponding locations and congruent. And last, we have angle W, is it congruent to angle X? So here's our W, it's the last, and angle X is the first. So W would be congruent to Z, not to X. It might be, but if it's an equilateral, but this has to be must. So therefore, we're going to eliminate this because we don't have enough. We're focused on this must. All right, that is how we find corresponding angles and sides of congruent triangles. Thanks for joining me today at The Magic of Math, where we continue to master math one video at a time. I hope you have a great day and you come back soon.